Welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio. Today we are showing off a couple of the Forge World Adeptus Custodes dreadnoughts. These are part of a larger commission that's getting ready to go out. But I had quite a few people ask questions previously about how I do the magnetizing and how do I decide where to magnetize, etc. So I just wanted to kind of show that off with the two smaller of the Forge World dreadnoughts. We have like the sword and shield, and then the spear dreadnought as well. So on these guys, I like to magnetize them at the waist and then also just above the elbows as well. So if you choose to have the weapon like held in one hand, it gives you the option to actually like pose like the shield and sword, or in this case if you had like him just holding up the spear or pointing with the spear or something, and then the other like flamer arm shooting. But in this case, because he's holding it two-handed for like that dynamic pose, it's just done at the elbows specifically. So we put the magnets in the bottom part of his arms, line everything up, and then put a couple in the top part as well. And then also they can bend at the waist, so you can have like, you know, a nice range of movement. And then you can also separate the models for easy transport. So there you can see, you know, when you go to transport these guys now, you don't have to worry about them breaking. You can easily move them around. You can pose them specifically in game terms for pictures or in your case or whatever, so they look cool as well. But it just gives you like a ton of options. And in my opinion, the most important thing is you spend, you know, a couple dollars on magnets and a little bit of time before you paint them, after you prep them and everything, just drilling out the holes, putting in the magnets, making sure everything lines up right. And then when you go to transport them now, you know, you don't need a gigantic case to transport them in because they're half as tall. You also don't have like brittle parts like the swords and, you know, spear and everything like poking out all over the place. It's just much easier to transport these guys to, you know, your local game store or, you know, a tournament halfway across the world. So, but this is the two of the smaller Forge World dreadnoughts. Definitely awesome models and came out very nice. Super cool. Detail on these guys, and you know, obviously the color scheme is not your traditional Adeptus Custodes, but you know, very cool and very dynamic as well. And when they're all said and done, these models are absolutely awesome, and it's definitely worth putting in the time. So if you liked the video today, guys, and you'd rather see a detailed description on exactly how we did this or anything, or if you have any questions about magnet sizes, drill holes, you know, the custom temple bases, anything like that, feel free to leave it in the comments. I always have videos on how to, everything from convert the bases, magnetize the models, and paint them as well. So Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.